channel. Guys, welcome to another wonderful moment on Final Whistle, where we bring you the best and nothing but the best when it comes to sport, football, in it organic form. Trust me, you love to stay with us because we bring it to you as it happens. Now, official Ola, over the period we discuss how African players and Nigerian players are landing contracts in top clubs in Europe and all that. Now, Victor Osimhen and some other notable players are back in the transfer news again, official Ola. What do you think about this?
Yes, because Osimhen is back in the news.
Okay.
What a happy return and a happy welcome. It was received by Italian fans, the Napoli fans.
Yeah.
And I won't lie to you, for a country that we say they don't so much love black players, I feel that they sincerely love Victor Osimhen, because he was in the training 2 days ago and yesterday, and they were all chanting, don't go, please stay.
Yeah.
We all knew that he wanted to leave. You understand that the season ended. He gave Napoli the green light that he wants to go, that he feels that, okay, his time has come for him to try another adventure. Having won the Scudetto 2 seasons ago, winning the Golden Boot last season, yes, exactly. So winning all those things spawned him to win the African best player. You understand? A notable name on that list. Haven't seen players that have done it for the country in a while. And he was injured majority of the season last season. And aside from him being injured, we saw the likes of Napoli having coaching issues. After Spalletti left them, you understand, they had to bring in other coaches. I think they changed coaches like 2-3 times last season. With Garcia coming in, Garcia didn't turn up before they actually brought an interim manager, and this hindered him in his performances, you understand, because new coach, new philosophy, new coach, new players, you understand. So I think he didn't have the best of season. But if you look at his goal ratio last year, it was not that bad. 25 matches, 17 goals. It's not that good. He averaged about 1.3 goal per match as a last season. But injury, we know Osimhen is a player that racks up 43 appearances before he can match up to his 35 usual goals. But last season, just 25 appearances. But that's by the way. We saw Antonio Conte being the new coach of Napoli, and I won't lie to you, the top names that were submitted to Antonio Conte that will leave the club, one of them was Victor Osimhen, because he actually told them he wanted to leave, and we saw that he has a release clause of 110 million in his contract in Napoli, and I won't lie to you, it has not been a good one, because clubs are not coming because of this price. You understand? They consider the price too high for them to even bargain and negotiate around. You understand? They are looking at the region of 60 to 50 million pounds, and I don't think Napoli are ready to do business in such a
time
job.
he was even dropped to 80 million pounds, and
yes,
for him.
The
race was run by Arsenal, Chelsea, and now Manchester United are signing Zagzi.
Yes.
So the chance of him going to a bigger club now is becoming more slimmer.
Yes, that's the fear, you understand, for every Nigerian now, because whether we like it or not, we want our players not just playing in Europe, but top teams in Europe. I won't lie to you, in the past 3-4 seasons now, Napoli can be considered as one of the top teams in Europe, because we know that, okay, if they're in the Champions League, they can make round 16, they can make quarter-finals, semi-finals, and then we saw what Dortmund did last season, you understand. So some of these clubs, you need to be playing the Champions League, you need to be playing the biggest level of the club football. So having submitted the names to Antonio Conte, you understand, Antonio Conte is making bids for the like of Tammy Abraham, for the like of Romelu Lukaku, because we know Antonio Conte likes his striker being the dominant striker, and Victor Osimhen would have been the perfect player to that and with the perfect profile, but he wants to leave, and I know how stubborn Antonio Conte can be. As a Chelsea fan, firsthand, I will tell you that he's a stubborn coach. Once he doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. We saw what he did with the likes of Diego Costa after winning the 2017 Premier League. They were still in the mode of celebration when he picked up his phone to text Diego Costa that, okay, young man, you're not needed next season. He couldn't even wait for the preseason. So I know Antonio Conte, if Osimhen eventually don't leave, Antonio Conte will definitely get a striker, and once he gets a striker, Osimhen sits on the bench. You understand? Let me give you a typical instance. There was an instance when we were talking about Koulibaly. How Koulibaly was one of the best defenders in the world, where Napoli were valuing like 80-90 million. Other clubs were coming, Manchester United were coming. They refused to sell before Manchester United eventually went for Harry Maguire, 70 million, because they believed that 70 million was not the right value for Koulibaly. I remember in the De Laurentiis, that is Napoli president, when he came out and I said, if Manchester United can actually spend 70 million for Harry Maguire, that Koulibaly is worth double. They refused to sell Koulibaly until the value dropped, until when Chelsea signed him for 35 million pounds. And when he came to Chelsea, what did he do? Nothing. The next season we hauled him off to Saudi Arabia because his age was now telling. When he was at his prime, did he move? No. So that is my biggest fear for Osimhen. That
It's going to
if,
really affect his
yes,
profile.
that is in two ways now, in a positive and a negative way.
Yeah.
If he decides to stay, Antonio Conte might not use him, not because of he's not good, but because he doesn't fit into his system. And if he decides to leave now, the bigger clubs now are falling short. They're not coming now. The bigger club like Chelsea actually went for a small boy. He's a 6 million player from Barcelona.
Man U went for Zagzi.
Man U went for Max Zagzi. And they have Holland again, that is a prospect that they feel that he can actually do something. So I feel the clubs that are coming for him are getting limited now. So that's the one we need to worry about now.
Regardless, Osimhen is a very wonderful player, and we wish him good luck. We hope that he land a good contract in a big club. Now, official, let's move away from the Osimhen situation. Talking about our vice captain Ndidi. He just signed a clause with Leicester again.
Yes. It's a good news there and a bad news. Because we have reported, I think we reported last 2 weeks that he was out of contract in Leicester. That Leicester gave him an improved contract, but he was weighing his option. Maybe the bigger clubs will come. I don't think they came, and decided to sign 3 years contract with Leicester that will expire 2027. I think it's a good one for Ndidi because he has been a loyal servant for the Leicester side, and they love him. I felt he had his best season in the English teams last season under the guidance of Enzo Maresca. More goals, more assists, more forward passes. We saw what he can do. You understand. Now they have a new coach, Steve Cooper. He has the experience in the Premier League, having managed teams like Nottingham Forest and the rest. I believe he will also love to work with Ndidi, and you will give him the starting minutes he deserves, because Ndidi has played this for Leicester. Went to the relegation with them and came back. So I feel it's a good one. The bad side of it is our senior man, they didn't give him a contract. We know he's out of contract, but they didn't give him a contract. We are hoping that one team or the other should come for him, because all these free agents, I think is a bit worrying. If you don't sort out your contract situation in the summer, once you are not in the news, that's a problem. Yana Charles not be in the news, whether he wants to be I don't understand, but he has not been in the news, and I wouldn't want him to sign for a Division 2 or Championship team. I would prefer him to be in the Premier League, where he can compete at the highest level, because we're still talking about the build-ups to the World Cup. We need this player playing top-level football, so that when they come to Nigeria, they can actually perform.
Okay, now official are talking about transfer again. We saw Gabriel Osho in the spotlight. What do you think, official?
It's an upgrade. You understand? I feel the League One is a more lesser league than Premier League. So the pressure will reduce for Gabriel Osho. I think it was also unfortunate that last 3 call-ups, I think he was called up to the this thing by that was Finidi's first call-up list. Gabriel Osho was there for the friendlies against Ghana, and I think I've forgotten the country. We had 2 friendlies that time. Ghana was one of them. Gabriel Osho was called up for the call-up. He posted it on his pages and everything that was coming, but injury happened. That would have been his first call-up. Gabriel Osho is a nice and fantastic defender, good on the air, can distribute well. He's a centre back, but can also play as a right back and a defensive midfielder. So he's a multiple player, but majorly he's a centre back. We saw him racking up about 21 matches last season for Luton City. You understand, Luton Town, and he scored a remarkable goals of about 2 or 3 goals or so. I think 3 goals. You understand? So he's good on set piece. He's a fox in the box. Once you cross him well, he will get his head on it. So I think it's a good one for us to monitor his progress there, because Luton has returned back to the championship. So exactly, so it's an upgrade for him, because AJ Oxlade that he went to in League One now, were the newly promoted team in the France League. So it's a good one for him to watch. At least he can compete with the likes of Dembele. You understand, all those big names now, the likes of Dembele, you want to broaden his own knowledge and everything. So I think it's a nice one for us too.
Now, official, Ademola Lookman, our own very star boy, is still in the picture. Manchester United are still in a strong race to get Ademola Lookman to Old Trafford. What do you think, official? Do you think it's a nice one for him?
It's a nice one for him, and I'm still optimistic, because we have seen over the years how Manchester United do their deals, particularly this Zagzil deal. They don't approach initially. You understand? They wait for all the speculations, everything. Even this, unlike you look at things like Chelsea now, when they're going for you, everybody knows they're going for this player. Before 1 week, signed, sealed and done. You understand? Manchester United like the promotion. They like the PR. They like the noise. They're a commercial club now. Exactly. So Manchester United, that kind of club. They like the promotion and all the names and everything attached to it. So I feel they're still observing Lookman from afar, because we will not lie to you, Rashford did have one of the best seasons we know him for last season. So they're looking to bring in a good winger. The only disadvantage to that deal is the fact that Jadon Sancho had a meeting with Erik ten Hag,
and he's back in training.
Exactly, and it seems we don't know the outcome of that meeting, but it seems the meeting was a positive one, because Erik ten Hag said he can't be a Manchester United boss and Sancho will return back to Manchester United. But for them to have a meeting and for Sancho to return back to the training camp, it means probably the meeting went in a positive way. So if the meeting went in a positive way, looking at what Sancho did for Dortmund last season, taking them to the finals and other things, I'm feeling that Sancho will stay. So if Sancho stays, I don't think Lookman will come again. I think they will hold their interest on him. But if there's any chance that they are selling Sancho, I think we should keep our eyes on for Ademola Lookman. You understand? Gone are the days when we say Manchester United don't buy back players.
Now
I think
we buy black players.
exactly now Manchester United buy back players. So it's a late one, and we should keep our fingers crossed for that.
Okay, thank you so much, official. It's always wonderful having
Thank
you. Now you guys have heard from the horse's mouth, official, giving us update on the transfer news. Victor Osimhen, he is a very good player, and we wish him good luck in his career. Gabriel Osho, wonderful star boy, going to make us proud. Ademola Lookman, you still have a chance of getting that big deal you've always wanted in Manchester United. And senior man Kels, the bad news of the day.
May they give our contract.
And our vice captain Fred Ndidi, good luck, sir, on signing your new contract with Leicester City. We hope that you make us proud out there again. Now this is our time on final. This is where we don't continue this production. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you feel about those Star Boys players that is up in the spotlight there. And don't forget to follow our social media handle at Final Whistle 931. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.